Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. First of all, please ignore if my voice sounds really nasally, but I have a really bad cold at the moment. I'm quite ill. But I wanted to make this video because a few people requested another Hermione costume video, and I got asked before if I would make a tutorial on this dress, and I wouldn't because I don't plan on making it again, and I wouldn't just make it for another tutorial. But maybe I can just talk through how I made it. In my last Hermione cosplay video, I talked about how to put together the Deathly Hallows Part 2 outfit, and this time I think it won't be as how to put this outfit together as that video was, but more showing my outfit, where I got bits, how I made this dress, yada yada. And it might be quite interesting to some of you, I don't know, but I'm making it. Okay. So obviously here's my dress. I made this back in 2016. It took me about 3 or 4 months to make, and I'll get into all of my materials and what I did, how I made it in a second. It's probably one of my favourite things I've ever made. Now I do also have the little red necklace that she wears, but for some reason I couldn't find it. I usually keep it with this dress in the dust bag, and I think it must have just fallen off the hanger or something. But yeah, I do have that usually with it. And then I have these open toe red coast heels, which are the same as the ones that Emma wore in the film. They do look quite dirty because I've worn them so many times, but I did discover just now that I have the tag on, or like the tag sticker on one of these shoes underneath. Let me check. These are a size 3 because I have teeny tiny feet. They're made from satin as well, if anybody wants to know. Ah, here it is. As you can see, UK 3, and they say Jenny Red. So anybody who's trying to find the shoes, they're called open toe kitten heels in Jenny Red. So there you go. These were, I think, the first screen accurate Hermione item that I ever found, and this was a few years ago now. If you get them from Coast, they come in this purple little drawstring bag, which is actually really handy to put these in and keep them organised. And usually I hang this up because it has a loop there. I hang this on the hanger with the dress. Sorry guys, my camera cut out. I'm now filming on my phone. You can see on the neckline there a little strip of pleated chiffon like on the skirt, and I just pleated this whole strip and sewed it in by hand, so that wasn't tough to do. The shoulders also have the same ruffles as on the skirt, but they involved a bit more beading, and they were sewn on by hand. Most of the skirt ruffles were sewn on by hand because I wanted them to look quite twisted, just to give them more volume and the effect that hers has. I also put a zipper in the back of the dress, but as you can see from the inside, it's quite messy and looks really gross, but nobody sees the inside, so I'm not too bothered about that. Oh, also the bodice has a crepe lining, and it's not the regular crepe that you can get, it's sort of a textured crepe. I can't really describe it, but it was quite a weird fabric. So a difficulty level for this would be difficult. It is very time consuming. It involves a lot of, like I said, ruffling and measurements, especially for these ruffles, to figure out how long they're going to be when they're halved. And also because it's not a stretch fabric, you really need to make sure that your measurements are right and everything fits properly. Also, this belt that you see here with the rose on is what you call, I think, a cummerbund. I'm not sure, but it's separate from the it's a separate panel, not separate, but it's a separate panel from the skirt and the bodice. And what I mean by that is you obviously have your skirt pattern, and the seam starts there, and the bodice patterns and the seam for those end there. So I had this middle sort of rectangle pattern that became the belt, because you can either do that and sew it into the dress and then add the ruffles on top, or you can make a separate belt and attach it on top of the ruffles, but I didn't want to do that, so I just built it into the actual dress itself. I think that's all of the comments I can make about this, because I did make it about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago maybe. So I don't remember everything that I did, but I will just say that it does take some sewing experience. So if you are a beginner and you've only made a few things yourself using a sewing machine, I would recommend practicing a lot more before you try your hand at making this. But that is my dress. and this little outfit. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see any more of my outfits or how I made certain things, then please let me know. I will of course do that for you. And thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!